Hello and welcome to the FIFA 22 Newcastle United Saudi Takeover £1 billion rebuild. If you enjoy the video, please make sure to like it and subscribe to my YouTube channel. So to start off this Newcastle United rebuild, we're in the career settings now. We're going to choose our financial takeover. We're not going to choose 200 million, not 500 million, but £1 billion of a financial takeover. What a big transfer fee we'll be having, and we'll definitely be able to make some world-class signings with this money. So here you can see we are presented as the Newcastle manager. Let's hope with our £1 billion from the Saudi investors, we can sign some great players, and if in this few seasons we'll win the Champions League. So here you can see this Newcastle team from the get-go. It's a pretty decent team. Our best players are Callum Wilson, Alan Saint-Maximin, Willock, Almiron and Dubravka, but this team definitely needs some improvements if we want to compete for the Premier League title and the Champions League title in a few years' time. It's a pretty decent team, but not really good enough to compete in the Premier League in my opinion. So we'll have to make some massive signings, and with a transfer budget of £1 billion, we'll definitely be able to make those sort of signings. Our wage budget is £600,000 as well, which is absolutely incredible, and with that we'll be able to sign some top class players. Here you can see all of the players we transfer listed. We've transfer listed all of the current Newcastle players because they're just not good enough for this incredible team. And here you can see the players which we've shortlisted. We've shortlisted all of the best players in the world because we've got enough money to sign them. So here you can see our first signing for Newcastle United after the Saudi takeover, and it's Kylian Mbappe. Of course, it was always speculated that if the Saudis take over Newcastle, that Kylian Mbappe would sign for them. We signed him for only £140 million. That was because his contract ran out. What a massive signing this is, Kylian Mbappe. And now we sign Kylian Mbappe's teammate Gianluigi Donnarumma from Paris Saint-Germain as well for £140 million as well, so that's funny. The Italian goalkeeper will definitely be a beast in goal and keep us a lot of clean sheets. So here you can see a player who, of course, will help Gianluigi Donnarumma keeping the clean sheets. We signed Virgil van Dijk from Liverpool for only £100 million. I expected it to be more expensive, but he only had a market value of £80 million, and because of that, we signed him so cheaply. We signed Casemiro for £80 million, which is a great signing. We signed him from Real Madrid, and the 29-year-old defensive midfielder will be very good for our team. And here you can see another midfielder, but it's a central midfielder this time. We signed Kevin De Bruyne from Manchester City for a whopping fee of £140 million, just like the other two signings, Mbappe and Donnarumma. What a great signing he'll be. He'll provide lots of assists and goals. And here's a player who will score us a lot of goals. Mo Salah signs from Liverpool for £100 million as well, just like Virgil van Dijk. And Mo Salah will provide a lot of goals for this team, but we can compete for the Premier League title. And our number 9 in this team will be Howie Kane, the English forward. We sign him from Tottenham Hotspurs. Of course, he always wants to leave Tottenham, so we sign him here for Newcastle United. Hopefully he'll be the next Alan Shearer. So here you can see our transfers in this transfer window. We signed Kylian Mbappe from Paris Saint-Germain for a fee of £140 million. He was so cheap because his contract was running out, so that was a good bargain there from us. We signed Gianluigi Donnarumma from Paris Saint-Germain as well for £140 million. We signed Virgil van Dijk from Liverpool for £100 million. We signed Casemiro from Real Madrid for £80 million. That's a very good signing in my opinion, as his value is £75 million. Then we signed Kevin De Bruyne from Manchester City for £140 million. We signed Mohamed Salah from Liverpool for £100 million. We signed Howie Kane from Tottenham Hotspurs for a whopping fee of £150 million, our most expensive player in this team. And then we signed Trent Alexander-Arnold from Liverpool for £135 million. So here you can see that we spent £985 million on players which we brought into the club, which is absolutely incredible. We almost spent £1 billion on transfers, and then we gained £39 million from of players we sold from this Newcastle team. So here you can see this Newcastle team. We signed 8 world-class players in this transfer window. Our front three of Kylian Mbappe, Howie Kane and Mo Salah is absolutely incredible, and I think it's even the best in the world currently. So let's hope we can finish well in the Premier League this season. And here you can see the table. After 20 games in January, we're on 44 points, level with Tottenham Hotspurs on points, but we've got 2 goal different points more than Spurs because of that win in the lead of the Premier League table. Then Chelsea in third with 43 points, and here you can see this team, which are currently first in the Premier League. This Newcastle team is absolutely incredible. The front three have scored lots of goals this season, and let's hope we can win the Premier League. So here you can see the trophy celebration, and that goes to show that we did manage to win the Premier League. Virgil van Dijk lifting up the Premier League trophy for Newcastle United. Newcastle United win the Premier League with 95 points. We were miles in front of Chelsea, who are on second with 76 points. Liverpool only in 4th, and Manchester City and Manchester United only in 6th and 7th. So that's a very poor season from the 2 Manchester clubs. The relegated teams are Brentford, Southampton and Crystal Palace. Liverpool won the FA Cup 4-0 against Middlesbrough in the final. Man United won the Carabao Cup 5-4 penalties against Wolves. Villarreal won the Super Cup 5-4 penalties against Chelsea. Bayern Munich won the Champions League 2-0 against Sporting Lisbon in the final. How did Sporting Lisbon make it into the Champions League final, I wonder? RB Leipzig beat their German rivals Frankfurt 1-0 in the Europa League final. And Sparta Praha win the Conference League final 2-1 against Union Berlin in the final. So here you can see this Newcastle team, what an incredible team this is. I think it's one of the best teams in the world if we replace Almiron, Sherwan Mankilo. But this team is absolutely insane, no wonder we won the Premier League. And let's go into Season 2 and hopefully win the Champions League. So here you can see our top scorers for this season. Howie Kane with 30 goals, Mo Salah with 23, Kylian Mbappe only with 21, which is pretty disappointing for 93 rated striker. And then Kevin De Bruyne gave 12 assists, which is very good from him as well. And coming into Season 2, and we've only got a transfer budget of £183 million, which is a massive downgrade on the £1 billion we got last season. So the Saudi oil money is decreasing. So now we're gonna sell Howie Kane possibly to Real Madrid. We want 240 million for the English striker, and Carlo Ancelotti and Real Madrid accept to pay 240 million pounds for Howie Kane. What a signing this is. And they do sign Howie Kane for 240 million pounds and will be given 223 million pounds to find a suitable replacement for Howie Kane. And this is the suitable replacement. We signed Erling Haaland from Borussia Dortmund for only 160 million pounds. So that was a profit signing. We replaced Howie Kane with Erling Haaland, and Erling Haaland of course brings lots of potential with him and a lot of goals as well. So here you can see our second signing in this transfer window. We signed Ruben Diaz from Manchester City for £110 million. What a defensive signing this will be for us. He'll partner up with Virgil van Dijk in the centre-back position and prevent a lot of teams from scoring against us. And Lionel Messi, in my opinion, the best player ever in the world. He signs from PSG for only £55 million for Newcastle. In my opinion, that's a very big bargain. We signed the Argentine player, and I'm sure he'll provide lots of goals and assists for us. So here you can see we signed Andy Robertson from Liverpool for a fee of £80 million. He's the last player we needed in this Newcastle United rebuild. He's a world-class left-back. Welcome to Newcastle United, Andy Robertson. So now we'll sign Bonucci from Sevilla for only £8 million plus Fabian Schär. We sign him because, of course, he's got lots of experience and he'll help the young players with experience. And now we sign Luka Modric from Real Madrid for only £16.2 million. He'll be a rotational central midfielder as well, and we signed him because of his experience as well. So now we'll play the FA Community Shield final here against Liverpool. Let's hope we can beat them. We've got a lot of former Liverpool players with Mo Salah, Andy Robertson and Trent Alexander-Arnold and Virgil van Dijk in our first team. Liverpool's first team is weakened with Tsimikas, Davies and Araujo. So let's hope we can beat them here. We quick sim it, and we beat them by 2-1, thanks to a goal by the former Liverpool player Mo Salah. Oh, actually a brace by Mo Salah, the former Liverpool player. Get in there. So now we'll train Lionel Messi from a right winger to a central attacking midfielder, because of course Mo Salah is our right winger in the team. And he goes up to a 93 rating. That's great to see. So that's a tip for you if you sign Lionel Messi in your career modes. And if you don't want him to lose his rating so quickly, train him over to be a central attacking midfielder, but he gains a rating. So here you can see our Champions League group for this season. In Group H, we'll be facing Juventus, Real Madrid and Shakhtar Donetsk. Juventus and Real Madrid are very hard teams to beat. Let's hope we can beat them, and Shakhtar Donetsk surely we have to beat because they're not a good team. But what a hammer group this is for us. So here you can see our signings in this transfer window. We signed Erling Haaland from Borussia Dortmund as a replacement for Howie Kane for a whopping fee of £160 million. We signed Ruben Diaz from Manchester City for £110 million. We signed Lionel Messi from PSG for only £55 million. That was of course because of his age, and his value is always dropping, and of course he gained a rating because we changed him to a central attacking midfielder. So this is a very good signing for us. We signed Andy Robertson from Liverpool for £80 million. We signed Leonardo Bonucci from Sevilla as a rotational centre-back for a fee of £8 million plus Fabian Schär and a 5% sell-on clause. And we signed Luka Modric as a rotational central midfielder for £16.2 million, which is a bargain as well in my opinion. We brought in Leonardo Bonucci and Luka Modric because of their experience, and they'll help the younger players. So here you can see we spent 429 million on players coming in, which is absolutely incredible once again, and our profit is £280 million. Of course, Howie Kane's transfer to Real Madrid was the most of that fee. And here you can see our team after the transfer window. Now we've got only world class players, our lowest rated players, Andy Robertson with an 88 rating. The signings of Lionel Messi, Ruben Diaz and Andy Robertson definitely improve the team, and this team should be invincible in the Premier League, and surely they should win the Champions League as well. Here you can see the Premier League table. Sadly we aren't invincible, but we've got 53 points out of 20 games here in January. This is great to see as well. We've got an 8-point gap on Spurs, who are in second position, Man City in third. And where's Liverpool? Liverpool are only in 10th with 30 points. So signing all of those Liverpool players really weakened the Liverpool squad. We made it out of the group of death. In the round of 16, we'll be facing Spartak Moscow. Here you can see we finished first in the group of death, Group H, with 13 points. Real Madrid with 13 points as well in second. And then Juventus only in P3, so they won't make it out of the group. So here you can see our team. Lionel Messi only a 91 rated player now. That's disappointing. He dropped down to 2 ratings, but this team is absolutely incredible, and surely we can win the Champions League. So now we'll play the first leg of the Champions League round of 16 game against Spartak Moscow here. We surely have to get a win, and it's only a 2-2 draw in Moscow. Our goal scorers were Mbappe and Mo Salah, but only picking up a 2-2 draw against Spartak Moscow isn't a good result. But now we'll be facing Manchester United in the EFL Cup final here at Wembley. Let's hope we can beat the Red Devils here. We'll quick sim it. And we beat them by a 0 thanks to the former Man City player Kevin De Bruyne. Get in there. We beat Manchester United in the EFL Cup final by a 0. So now we'll play the second leg of a Champions League game against Spartak Moscow here. I'll quick sim it. And we beat them this time by 2-0 at home, thanks to goals by Lionel Messi and Erling Haaland. Get in there. Now we'll be facing Kylian Mbappe's, Lionel Messi's and Donnarumma's former team PSG here in the quarterfinals of the Champions League this season. I'll quick sim the game here at the Parc des Princes. We'll quick sim it. And we beat them by a 0 thanks to a goal by their former player Lionel Messi. Get in there. So now at St James's Park, we at least have to get a draw here to get through into the semi-finals of the Champions League this season. And yes, we do. It's a 2-2 draw against PSG, thanks to a brace by Erling Haaland. We managed to get into the semi-finals of the Champions League. and we'll have to face Liverpool there, of course. Liverpool, the former team of Mo Salah, Andy Robertson, Virgil van Dijk and Trent Alexander-Arnold, but Mo Salah scores a brace against his former club here, and Erling Haaland with a brace as well. We beat Liverpool by 4-2 at Anfield, which is a very good result. And now we'll quick sim the second leg as well. We just have to bring it over the line to get into the Champions League final. I'll quick sim it, and yes, we do get into the Champions League final. Mo Salah scores once again against his former club, and Erling Haaland scores a goal as well. Gets in there, we beat Liverpool 6-3 on aggregate, and with that we get into the Champions League final. And as you can see, we won the Premier League as well this season, which is absolutely great to see. We finished with 100 points, which is great. Spurs in second, 15 points behind us, so that's very good from us. Everton P3, Man United P4, Liverpool and Chelsea only P5 and 6, Man City in 7th. So since we signed lots of players from the Premier League rivals, they've just completely dropped off. Liverpool and Man City are top teams, but now they're just 6th and 7th and won't even qualify for Europe. Let's look at the teams which are relegated. Middlesbrough, Swansea City and Watford won't be playing in next season's Premier League. We won the FA Community Shield final 2-1 against Liverpool. Aston Villa won the FA Cup 1-0 against Spurs in the final, and Spurs knocked us out in the semi-finals 4-2, so we sadly didn't manage to win the FA Cup, but it's not so bad. We won the Carabao Cup 1-0 against Manchester United. Get in there. And then in the Champions League, we finished first in our group, the group of death. We finished on 13 points, equal with Real Madrid, who had 13 points as well, but we are the first place team. And Juventus being knocked out with only 9 points. In the round of 16, we thrashed Spartak Moscow 4-2 on aggregate. In the quarterfinals, we beat Paris Saint-Germain narrowly 3-2 on aggregate. And in the semi-finals, we thrashed Liverpool 6-3 on aggregate. So here you can see this Paris Saint-Germain team. What an incredible team this is. I'll be playing the Champions League final now. So let's hope this team can win the Champions League final. In my opinion, this is a Champions League worthy team. What a great team we managed to build with £1 billion. So here you can see Donnarumma's 93 rated, Andy Robertson is 89 rated, sadly he's not 90 rated, Ruben Diaz 92, Virgil van Dijk 91, Trent Alexander-Arnold 91, Casemiro 91, Kevin De Bruyne 93 rated, Lionel Messi only 90 rated, he dropped a few ratings this season, Kylian Mbappe 95 rated, what a beast he is, Erling Haaland 91 rated, and Mo Salah, the Egyptian King, 92 rated. And looking at our bench, we've got a very strong bench as well, so this team has to win the Champions League. So here you can see our stats for this season before we jump into the Champions League final. Mo Salah is our top scorer with 43 goals, which is absolutely incredible. In 66 games, 43 goals. Erling Haaland with 42 goals, one behind Mo Salah. Both Mo Salah and Erling Haaland with great seasons, and Mbappe only with 15 goals, which is a massive disappointment, seeing how good Mo Salah and Erling Haaland were. Lionel Messi only with 9 goals as well. I would have expected more from him. And the top assist givers were Mo Salah with 17, Kevin De Bruyne with 15, and Kylian Mbappe with 9. And looking at our market values of the players, 197.5 million, 135 million, 122 million, 120.5 million, 118.5 million, 117 million, 105 million, 79 million, 78 million, 77 million, and 55.5 million for Lionel Messi, who's the lowest valued player in our team. And the Newcastle United starting 11 value is $1,200 million. What an incredible fee this is, and this is just the starting 11, and we've got a few good players on our bench which would increase the market value as well. So welcome to the London Stadium to this year's Champions League final between Real Madrid and Newcastle United. So here you can see the Champions League trophy, and of course Newcastle United would love to win this trophy and lift it up into the air. So here you can see Real Madrid knocked out RB Leipzig, Club Rouge, and Galatasaray, so they had an easier path than we had. We had a very difficult path with Moscow, with Paris Saint-Germain and with Liverpool, and now the Champions League anthem is played out, and there you can see all of our incredible players. These are players which are worth £1.2 billion in total. This starting 11 is absolutely incredible, and if we don't win this year's Champions League, then I don't know which team would ever do it. So here you can see Real Madrid captain is Karim Benzema, the 33-year-old Real Madrid striker will want to live for Champions League for his club, Real Madrid of course, but Virgil van Dijk, our club captain, wants to, of course, doesn't want that to happen and wants to lift the Champions League trophy for Newcastle United. So here you can see our starting lineup for this Champions League final. We'll start with Donnarumma in goal, a back line of Trent Alexander-Arnold, Virgil van Dijk, Ruben, Diaz and Andy Robertson, midfield of Casemiro, Kevin De Bruyne and Lionel Messi, and the front three are Kylian Mbappe, Erling Haaland and Mohamed Salah. So here you can see Erling Haaland coming to the Champions League ball. He'll have the kick-off in this Champions League final. So now in the attack, Erling Haaland to Kylian Mbappe. Kylian Mbappe using his pace here. Kylian Mbappe shoots, and it's a great save by Thibaut Courtois. What a great effort from Kylian Mbappe from this close angle. So now it's corner for us. Virgil van Dijk will head to it, and it just misses the target. That was a very close header, but sadly it didn't come on target. So now Kevin De Bruyne to Erling Haaland. Erling Haaland sees Lionel Messi. Lionel Messi's through goal. He shoots and scores! Goal for Newcastle United in the 20th minute. Lionel Messi scores to make it 1-0 for Newcastle United. Get in there. Here we can see a replay of that goal. Erling Haaland gets a great through ball over to Lionel Messi, who puts it into the bottom left corner. What a hit by the best player in the world, Lionel Messi, to make it 1-0 in this Champions League final at the London Stadium against Real Madrid. So now in the attack again with Kylian Mbappe. Kylian Mbappe with his incredible pace, getting past the players, he shoots, and it's a comfortable save by Thibaut Courtois in their goal. So now Andy Robertson to Kylian Mbappe, a great ball from Andy Robertson to Kylian Mbappe. Kylian Mbappe will square it, and Erling Haaland scores! 44 minutes played, and Erling Haaland scores to make it 2-0 in the Champions League final against Real Madrid. Get in there. So here you can see a replay of that goal. Kylian Mbappe with a great one, of course, the defenders of Real Madrid with their low pace, can't keep up with his 99 sprint speed. And then he squares it, and Erling Haaland slots it into the bottom right corner of the goal to make it 2-0 for Newcastle United in this Champions League final. And looking at the first half stats, we had 66% possession, shot 6-0, so Real Madrid didn't even have a shot. Expected goals 2.9 to 0. So we've been very dominant in the first half. Dribble success rate 86%, shot accuracy 83%, and pass accuracy 86%. We've definitely been the dominant team. And now Mo Salah shoots, and it's a great save by Thibaut Courtois to save Mo Salah's finesse shot. So now Real Madrid on the attack with Asensio, and now they shoot, and it's a great save by Donnarumma to keep the ball out of the net. So now the last seconds of his Champions League final, and that's for time. Newcastle United win their first ever Champions League final in 2022. Get in there. The Saudi money has won Newcastle United for Champions League. The goal scorers were Lionel Messi and Erling Haaland. With the £1 billion, we've built an incredible squad. The best squad football has ever seen. This team is absolutely incredible. Almost only 90 rated players. This team definitely deserves this Champions League victory. So if you enjoyed the video, please make sure to like it and subscribe to my channel. And see you guys next time.